Yeah.
In I'm going to make this really short. So if you need the whole testimony, it's on number 13 in Real Redox Results under skeptic, because that's what I was. I had an issue that began in 2015. I had surgery. In 16, I had a very harsh chemical treatment and another surgery in 17. And by the time I got to this, my nutritionist had given me a bottle of Redox and signed me up for a case and a tube a month. But I was really close to the edge for that entire time that I was looking for something that would work. And it included going through $20,000 worth of alternatives after the chemical treatments almost killed me. So by the time she gave me this, I was very despondent and negative and in a lot of discomfort and didn't have any energy because of the damage that had been done by chemicals. And so I didn't ask a lot of questions. I just took it. She said it'd make me feel good. I went, yeah. She was already giving me a lot of supplements. So I took it home, the bottle she gave me. And when I got home and tasted it, I decided she had totally scammed me, that this had to be something crooked because it tasted like a swimming pool. And I was negative anyway. I've admitted that, in a very bad, dark place. And so I just put it down when I'm not drinking that stuff. I don't even know what it is. It tastes like a swimming pool. And she was trying to reach out to me and explain. And Jim was one of the people who had helped her find the molecules. And he was trying to reach out and explain. And I was still working full time. I felt terrible. But you know, when you own the business, you keep working. So I was working full time. I had to go to bed at 6:30 at night because that's what time the drugs wore off that replaced the cortisol that I no longer made because I don't have a pituitary gland anymore. So it was all a blur. Everything was. I'd see him deliver another box of that stuff, and I'd go, I need to figure out how to get auto ship and turn that off. But I never felt good. I never had the extra energy. I worked till about 6 and went to bed at 6:30. Got up and did it again the next day, and this was for 16 months. So, bad place. Then I had another surgery in August to correct the other knee, and by December my daddy used to say lower than a snake's belly. I really did not feel good, and I wasn't happy, and I was beginning to lose my fight. And for some reason, as many times as I had ignored his text and calls and emails, on December 4th in 2017, I answered the phone. And he asked me how I was doing, and I told the truth. That's another mystery to me. I said, I'm not doing well. And he said, are you drinking the Redox? I went, no, I am not drinking that stuff. I don't know what it is. It tastes like a swimming pool, and I'm not going to drink it. And he said, well, let me send you information. So he did, and he sent basically the things that we use now when we do workshops to educate people. And he told me it's 100% non-toxic. It can't hurt anything. It can only help. And so I said, okay, I don't believe you for a minute because this sounds too good to be true. So I'm sure it is. And I had tried so many things, guys. That's where that negativity came from. But I said, I'm not gonna talk to anybody. Don't expect me to talk to anybody. I'll drink it because I'm desperate, and I'll let you know. Don't call me, I'll call you, kind of thing. And so because he said it was non-toxic, I thought, okay, I've got 7 cases that I got to get rid of to prove to him it's not going to work, and then he'll leave me alone. So I'm just going to drink it up. And he said it's non-toxic, so if a little's good, more must be better. So I'll drink more. So I didn't follow directions or instructions. I saw what was on the back of the bottle. It said 2 ounces twice a day. I drank that for a few days, and then I increased and I increased and I increased and I increased because my goal was to get rid of it. I didn't have any expectation to get well. But in 3 weeks, I was wrapping Christmas presents, and my husband came in and said, "Do you know what time it is?" I went, "No." He said, "It's 11." I went, "You're kidding." He said, "No, it's 11." And I said, "Okay, God, if you're using this stuff to help me get well, thank you, thank you, thank you, but don't tease me. I can't handle getting my hopes up and being disappointed again." And I just couldn't. I was too emotionally low. But I promised, if you're using this to help my body heal, I'll tell everybody and I'll give you all the credit. So I've been trying to do that now for almost exactly 6 years, because my anniversary was just the other day. And I did. I got better and better. My knee that wouldn't get well got completely well in about 5 weeks after I started. My energy level was good. My 21-year-old student said she couldn't keep up with me. So I was thrilled. And I began to tell everybody about my miracle. I wasn't trying to build a networking business. I did not want a networking business. I had a very busy birth center. I was delivering 6 to 16 babies a month, feeling like I'd been run over by a Mack truck and just barely getting through and calling extra help in all the time. But now I felt good. I felt like my life had been given back. So I was just so excited. And as I shared, people would go, "I want to feel as good as you do. Do you think it would work on whatever they had?" And I'd say, "I don't know. They say it works on anything with cells. So are there cells involved? Yeah, we'll give it a try. It's guaranteed for the first 30 days. And I was so busy, having just gotten my life back after basically being almost out of the picture, except for what I absolutely had to do for over 2 years. So I was trying to catch up, and I was excited to be back at work. And so when they'd say, "Well, I want to order," I'd call Jim and hand the client the phone, and they'd talk to him and he'd help me set them up. And that's the way it went for the first 2 or 3 months. But I mean, we accidentally, this is not the way you're supposed to do it, but we accidentally signed up a whole lot of people that way, because the product is a miracle in a bottle. It works. And that was the part that surprised me the most. I've been promised the moon by many things over that last 16 months, and nothing helped. Now, it probably was doing something, because we know now that this is the missing link. My body was probably trying to respond to all that stuff. But if your cells aren't signaling, nothing else matters. So,
how much were you taking by that time? You said you kept going up and up and up. About how much, when you were feeling really good like this, how much were you taking?
way above the recommended amount. I was probably drinking close to a bottle a day, 28 to 32 ounces. But again, I had 28 bottles, and I thought, I'm going to get rid of this as quick as I can and get this crazy guy off my back. Because seriously, I mean, I'm so grateful. I know that I would not be here today had he not been persistent and consistent. And that we know that that's the key to building anything, whatever you're doing. Persistence and consistency is what gets it done. And he certainly proved that principle on me. And I am very, very, very grateful.